Poet Rumi said, "Between wrongdoing and right doing, there is a gap. Meet me there." I strongly believe that between tragedy and comedy, there is also a tiny gap where hope lives. I invite you to meet me there. The stories are about mother and her son. Maybe there is one mother and one son, or maybe there is a different mother and different son, or maybe they just stories. How does a hopelessness feel like? I can only imagine feels like this. I'm walking for a very long time. I am so tired. Could I just sit for 5 minutes and cry a little? No, because if I let myself to cry, I may never stop. The so-called mentally ill son is heavily medicated. Mostly one medication supposed to be for the side effect of another. Every bone in his body hurts. He barely can move. The mother and her son don't talk much, as they both experience incredible pain. The son mostly physical, and the mother psychological. Suddenly, the silence is broken. Son asks, "If the pain become not possible to take it, would you help me to die?" That question never been answered. She didn't say yes, but she also didn't say no. She often wonders, what would she do if would come to that? And then she pray that she never need to find out. This is a real tragedy. But if we stay there for too long, we may never be able to get out. That's why we need comedy to give us strength. What is strength feel like? I am walking for a very long time. I am so tired. I can sit and cry for a moment. I am strong enough to stop anytime I choose. Mental illness, for me, it's the real tragedy. There is always more than one victim in such a story. It's like in that horror movie when you have to live the same thing all over again all the time. One moment you have a hope, another moment the hope is broken. You look for a solution. And when you're sure that you found it, everything is broken. That process feels like climbing a very difficult ladder, but you have hope and you're going up. And then when you think that you're getting somewhere, the very person which you're helping turns against you, and then you fall down. It's usually very fast and very painful. Sometimes you stay there for a very long time, and one day, slowly, you get up. You look around for another solution, and then you start climbing the ladder again and again and again. Why? Because it's very difficult to live without hope, and it's very difficult to give up on somebody you love. That might consume your life completely. The good way to survive is a good laughter. When tragedy and comedy meets, there is a gap, and in that gap, hope lives. The moment you learn how to laugh at yourself, you will be all right. I hope that now we will be able to laugh together. Sleepy little town in England. Surrey, Hampshire border. Seriously posh people. It's Saturday afternoon. Small chemist in the middle of the street. It's very busy. A mother and her son entering the chemist. He runs around. She is getting really annoyed. She raised her voice a little. Can we go? The person next to her looked at her with curiosity. She started walking towards the door, and then she looked, where is her son? He is in the end of the shop, looking at sunglasses. Suddenly he spots his mother. He shouts to her, Can I buy these glasses? She quietly nods her head. Then he shouts again, Can I buy 2 pairs? Annoyed woman asks, Why? The 1 pair when I'm hearing the voices, another pair when I don't hear the voices. Everybody look at them. Sunny day. The mother and her son are in completely new town. For a while, she reduced slowly medication with the very sharp knife. Every so often, they live in a different place, meeting new doctors. This time, medication is nearly finished. She is worried that her son asked this doctor, like he did with the previous one, why his medication is the second hand, cut in every corner. For days, she repeat to her son, We're going to the doctor only because we need medication. We're not going to talk because doctors don't have a time. She is very nervous and she repeats all the time, we only need medication, nothing else. Appointment day comes. As they all sit down in the room, the doctor turned to young man and asked, What can I do for you? I don't need anything, the boy answers. But my mother, talking about some medication for days. I wonder if you could prescribe for her. A mother and her son are in the plane during COVID. Everyone wears masks except for young men. Stewardess asks, Can you please put the mask on? The boy looks at her with the smile. I am drinking my water and communicate with that bacteria which is sitting on the ceiling and observing all of us. Please don't worry, he continued. I know the deal. Until I am eating or drinking, that thing will not attack me. But of course, if I stand up to go to the toilet, bad bacteria will jump on me. If you have stories which could be tragic and funny the same time, please send it to me. I can read them, or we can arrange that you can read them yourself. Thank you for listening, and let's meet in a gap of hope.